How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to the channel, my lords and ladies. Hope you guys are excited for another episode of my Game of Thrones series, because we got episode 38 coming at you. This episode's going to begin a little bit differently here, because as you can see, things have changed. Well, that's because there's been a major update to the mod, and they've added a whole bunch of new content. They've extended the map, so now there's parts of Essos that you can enjoy if you want. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get to enjoy some of the new content because this update dropped in the middle of my campaign. So things are kind of broken. Not so much with our campaign. We can keep playing it, and that's what I want to do. I really want to continue it and keep playing it. So it's not broken in that sense. It's just that the new content that they added doesn't really work. So the new part of the map that we can enjoy if we started a new game isn't going to be functional for us in our current campaign. So that is a bit of a downer, but that's okay. I do want to showcase some of the content here first before we get back to our Fairgrave campaign. Sorry guys, I'm stuttering all over the place today. As you can see, this new update kind of threw me for a loop. When I started recording, I was like, oh boy, how am I gonna introduce this new content while at the same time getting back into our campaign? But I decided that we were going to take a look here. We're not going to play a new campaign. They did add a new start date here, and if you want to read this, you can go ahead and do that if you want. Read that, you can pause the video. But for our sakes, and just for the sake of looking at the map very quickly, I'm just going to pretend to play a new game here. We're going to take an observer role, and we're just going to look at the map. We're just going to admire all the new work that's been done. So here we go. Now you are seeing Essos as it's supposed to look. You know what I mean? This is how it's supposed to look. When you start a new game, everything is solid. There's no issues. Like, everything's where it's supposed to be. And Essos is divided up like it's supposed to be. But for our campaign, it's not going to be like this. So let's just enjoy this for a second. They added the stepstones, which is really cool. Ever since the House of the Dragon show came out, I was wondering when they were going to add the stepstones, because a lot of the action in the show happens on the stepstones. They added the Free City of Least. There's a new Blackfire host. King Malus the Monstrous of the Blackfire host. So there's another High Valyrian faction out here. They have the Free City of Tirosh. They added the Free City of Mir. And these cities are the only ones that are modeled currently. Pentos up here is just a regular, generic city. But as you can see here, the counties in this area, they're all named as if there's a big 3D city here, like the Artisanal Way and the Prince's Quarter. So I'm assuming they're modeling Pentos right now, and we're gonna get a Pentos in the future. But right now, it's just a generic city with a couple of counties. But yeah, my guess is they're gonna model Pentos. It just hasn't come yet. So I'm sure Pentos is in the future. Unfortunately, they didn't add Braavos. Braavos is still in the fog of war, so we didn't get Braavos. That'll be awesome, though. When you see the Titan, that'd be cool once the Titan of Braavos is modeled in the city, once they model... I don't know if they're doing this, guys. I'm just saying, like, if Braavos ever comes around, it's going to be a good opportunity to be all artistic with it, because it'll look really cool. You just get to see the Titan of Braavos. But yeah, a significant addition to the map. I'd say that's like a good 15-20% addition to the map. If I'm just eyeballing it, but that's my guess, like a good 15-20% addition to the map. So thank you, modders. Silent round of applause to you guys. Thank you for your hard work. Really appreciate the fact that they're still keeping this mod fresh, and they're constantly adding content. So thank you, modders, for all that you do. So we won't get to enjoy this because we're not starting a new game. We're going to get back to our game, the right game. Dynasty Fairgrave. More work needs to be done today. So there's a lot of things that we're going to have to talk about right here in the beginning, and I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. But as you can see here, Essos is kind of bugged out for us now. I mean, it still exists on the map, but it's it's like non-functional. We can't do anything here. The little cities and stuff aren't built, so this is a result of the update happening in the middle of my campaign. So for all intents and purposes, guys, Essos doesn't exist for the rest of this campaign. We're just going to get right back to where we left off, pretty much. So I'm gonna unpause. I got some marriages, brought in some knights, and I need to force them to be knights, so don't want to forget to do that. Alright, that was all of them. I think there was 2 guys I brought in, and they were pretty impressive. Desmond, who's 43 prowess, and Denias, who's 42. So brought in some great knights. Our conquest goals for this episode are going to be to at least finish the Crownlands. We only need 1 more duchy in the Crownlands. We need Duskendale, and I need a few more claims here. We're going to need 3 more, and we're in the process of taking 1. So we need 3 more claims. We can take Duskendale, and then I think our next objective is going to be to get claims on the Lord Paramountcy title, or all the counties that are left, so we can create the Lord Paramountcy of Dragonstone. I just need to take these from Dorne, and that's going to involve a big war with the Dornish. The Dornish have 46,000 men. So that's going to be kind of an intense war, not one that we're not going to be able to win, but it's going to be a big one compared to all the wars that we've been fighting. It's going to be the biggest war that we fought. Now, one of my commenters in the last episode wanted me to kind of take a look at things before we got started here, wanted me to kind of get the lay of the land and see how things have shifted and how the power balance has kind of shifted here. We'll start in the north, because as you can see here, the Starks have been usurped. The Starks are no longer the Lords Paramount of the North. They've been usurped by the Riswells. So that's interesting. They have 31,000 men, so that's not a bad size army. They don't have a lot of money, though. So the Starks have been usurped. As you know, we've gotten a dynasty member on the throne of the Vale, and the current situation is that it's being ruled by a woman. Which is fine. She does have a son, so the line of succession is still secure with our dynasty. The Vale is kind of pathetic, though. They only have 12,000 men. And their realm is being picked apart by the Stormlands, and the Riverlands has a piece, too. So, not very impressed with the Vale. The Riverlands have about 27,000. He's a pretty pathetic Lord Paramount. He only has a kingdom title and a county title. That's it. And a barony title. So he's a pretty weak dude. Not a very impressive Lord Paramount of the Riverlands, but technically he is a Tully. It's just a cadet branch of House Tully. It's not actually House Tully. So the Tullys have a tentative grip on the Riverlands still. Just like the Reach, this is another cadet branch. This is a cadet branch of House Tyrell, so technically the Tyrells have a, you know, they're still here. It's just a cadet branch. It's no longer the actual Tyrell family. This is actually the Tyrells. They're only a duke. He has 2 duchy titles, actually. The Reach has 54,000 men. That's pretty good. The Dornish have 46,000. We still have a dynasty member on the throne here. And that line of succession is still pretty secure, so nothing odd there. As we can see, the Baratheons have been usurped in the Stormlands, so the Baratheons have been usurped by this only reputable. This house is only reputable. House Baratheon's only glorious. Interesting. I thought they were a legendary house. But they're not. But anyway, they've been usurped. They're no longer the Lords of the Stormlands. It's now this House Penny. How many men do they have? 24,000. That's not that bad. So as things stand right now, we are obviously the most powerful Lord Paramountcy title. We own 2 Lord Paramountcy titles currently. We own the Fairlands and the Iron Islands. And then eventually we'll get the Lord Paramountcy title of the Crownlands. That just involves fighting my Liege Lord, and I'm putting that off, so the next thing we're going to get is the Lord Paramountcy title of the Dragonstone, once we fight Dorne. And it shouldn't be too hard. Alright, that's enough talking, guys. I apologize. Let's get going. One of my commenters asked me nicely if I could just go through everybody and just get the lay of the land, and you know what? I hadn't done that in a while. And I thought it would be nice just to see how things stand. The King of Dorne created a cadet branch. Something else I did between the episodes is I hired a whole bunch of spies. As you can see, a spy hired. I hired so many. I hired 4 spies in King's Landing. So I've got 4 people feeding me secrets in King's Landing, and hopefully we can get a secret on our... Oh my goodness. Did we just get this, or have we had this? I just learned this. Oh my god, guys. We have a... We already learned a secret against our liege lord. 80% chance I get a hook on her, and we can modify our contract. So the spies that I hired immediately gave me what I wanted. We got a secret on our liege lord. She has to take it, though. Come on. We got it. Nice. That's a great way to start the episode. Here we go. Modifying our contract. Now, we got this special contract earlier. We got this in here. We already have war declaration sanction in here. Title revocation and council rights might be nice, but I think I want to use this hook to reduce my taxes. My current ruler isn't really good with his stewardship, so I want to improve my income any way that I can, and reducing the taxes that we give to our liege not only makes us more money, but my liege lord is not gonna get as much, so we're weakening our liege by doing this too. So there we go, we're almost up to 100. How does she feel about that? Minus 15 because we blackmailed her, but she still likes us. So that's a phenomenal way to start, right off the bat, editing our contract with our liege. We're going to go on a pilgrimage. I want to work on my level of devotion. And there's some stops that I want to make along the way to Mudgrave. I want to hit some stops and get some more lifestyle experience. We'll get some martial lifestyle experience here, and we'll get some diplomacy experience there. And hopefully our level of devotion should go up. It should go up. Ideally, my son comes with me. It looks like he is. He's coming with me on my pilgrimage, so we'll get him the pilgrim trait. I also have to reduce a bunch of stress, so this is going to be nice. I could get that stress relief right now, but I want to make the pilgrimage more pious. We'll do this. Look, we're getting more opportunities to relieve stress anyway. I'm going to try to get this one. I want to increase my stewardship and hopefully increase my domain limit. We might get lucky. Or I could try to get the open-minded perk. This is only temporary as well. It's only for 15 years, whereas that open-minded perk is permanent. He's thinking. Let's try to get the open-minded. Nope, it failed. Oh well. Danger. Somebody got sick. My antiquarian got sick. There's a 21-day delay, or we could just try to cure her instantly with our maester. If we don't do anything, she's gonna get pneumonia, so I guess I'll do a delay. That's fine. That was my sister, so... Yeah, it's my sister. We're hitting a lot of delays. Come on, man. I lost the lion. Apparently. We only need 2 more perks in the Intrigue lifestyle, and then we can switch into Stewardship like I planned to do. Because we need to get to at least 7 domains, so I can prepare myself for when this guy dies. Hopefully he dies before he has a kid. He did get married to a young woman who's lustful, and we want him to die before he has kids, because if he has a kid, I'm going to have to revoke this title from somebody. But if he just dies, I'm going to re-inherit it. So let's hope we re-inherit this soon. My sister got better. My intrigue went up by 1. Try to increase my diplomacy. Nope. Hopefully my wife gets pregnant some more. We want to keep having kids. I need another son. I have 1 son already, but I think I can get a better one. I can get a son with more traits than just genius. Two more claims, and we can fight this last duchy. We're almost there. The White Lion. There's a lion. We can abandon our pursuit, or we can get some more piety. That lion thing is going to turn out to nothing. Those never work out. There's, like, whenever we're on some chase for some legendary animal, it never works out. And I don't understand why. Like, I'll even double check. There's no legendary sighting. And I'm assuming that if the event turns out well in the series of events and you actually find it, then there's a legendary sighting, but it's never worked out for us. I can't remember the last time we've had a legendary hunt. But we'll keep looking for it. I progress the event even further. We want to improve our armor a little bit. What do we want? Piety or prestige? I'll take the prestige. It went from 0.08 to 0.28. Alright, there goes up. Our level of devotion went up. I can get myself the hunter trait. I mean, I feel like we should already have this because we went on a hunt, didn't we? Whatever, we're gonna get it now. This helps with stress. Here we go. Improves stress loss. Gives us +1 prowess, too. Alright, we're home safe. Somebody's considered legendary and he wants to make a tapestry. Money's a little tight, my friend. How much am I gonna... I won't dismiss him. If later in the future he's still available, I'll sponsor that if I want to. Nope. My money is being spent on my dog, who's just being a troublemaker. I can train for a tournament. Let's see if we can get the strong trait. What are the odds? 39% chance that we get the strong trait. Come on. We got it. That's a health boost. Very nice. We can increase our dread. Medgar, Master Edward's courtier, is firmly in my grip. However, with the right strategy, I might raise my upper hand even further. I'll just take this dread gain, I guess. I don't care about... He's just a baron. If I get a secret on him, I don't care about that. I'll take the dread. The secrets are really coming in. Now I have a secret against the daughter of the queen. She is a lover. We'll keep that in our pocket. Every time I blackmail somebody, I take stress. So I don't want to get a whole bunch of stress again. I'll just keep those secrets in my pocket, or any valuable ones that I notice. Let's move my steward around. Let's keep developing things. Fairport could use a little bit of more development. Alright. Let's see if our kids need any attention. I can influence my son's personality. He's pensive, so we can decide what we want to do with him. Do we want him to have a stewardship or a learning education? This son is most likely not going to be my heir, so I'm less concerned about it. I'll give him a learning education, and we'll try to influence him to have personality traits that help with learning. Or maybe I should do stewardship. Trusting helps with diplomacy. Ambitious helps with everything. Brave doesn't help with learning. We'll start off strong, and we'll give him a temperate trait. All right, wifey, please. We need to have more children. I know you're probably tired because you gave me 7 of them. But I need another son. Do I need any positions filled? Let me make sure I got all the positions that I want. Yep. Last one, 19 months, and we declare war. I'm curious to see what the result of that 300 gold is going to be. Another one of the daughters of the queen is a deviant. So there's a lot of drama going on in my liege's court. We learned secrets against 2 of her daughters. I just lost a wet nurse. We'll search for another one. Alright, this is the result of it. I gained 50 intrigue lifestyle experience. Or we can get this guy to stay here. I don't want him to stay. I'll just take the experience, please. Alright, I don't think that was really worth the 300 gold. 300 gold for only 50 lifestyle experience. I mean, it got us to our next perk a little bit faster, but not that much faster. I need to decide on a wet nurse. Do I want a sadistic wet nurse? We've got a wrathful wet nurse, but she is honorable. Wait, is there anybody qualified to be my wet nurse? No, there isn't. I have to hire somebody. Sorrel. I'm choosing Sorrel. And since she's a single lady, we'll bring in another knight. Our next Dynasty Legacy is about to drop. Well, we're almost there. But it's going to increase the number of knights we can have, and we're going to get another accolade slot, so let's get some more knights. Where are you, wet nurse? She's 35. We have a guy with a one-dimensional personality. He's brave. I guess that's all you need your knight to be, so he's already pretty good. This guy's 44, and he's a little older. He's 36. I like his personality. He's got a trait. I'm going to choose this guy with the one-dimensional. He's a little bit younger. If I make any weapons or armor, anything like that, I know who to give it to. My wife is pregnant? Yes. Bring on the sons. So there we go. We got our last intrigue perk. We're going to get out of the lifestyle now. We got Schemer. Improves our intrigue +5 and hostile scheme power +25%. So if we want to do some hostile schemes, we are the character to do it with because we have super scheming powers. But now we're going to jump into stewardship. I'm going to get in domain and let's see if this improves my domain limit. It didn't. I was afraid of that. We might be stuck in the stewardship lifestyle for a little bit, at least until we can get another domain. Somebody's giving me a gift. It gave me a goblet. Thank you. Oh man, I should have had this equipped. I should have had this book equipped when I was in the intrigue lifestyle. But it's a little late for that now. Something else I want to talk about, this Star of Hugor is actually a part of a mission. There's a brand new mission. Forge the crown of the Father's anointment. In the times begone, Hugor of the Hill was crowned by the Father above with 7 stars he plucked from the heavens himself. He then bade Hugor to take the gods' chosen people to the sunset to find their given lands of Westeros. Since then, the 7 stars of Hugor have been split and lost to time, but with them now reunited, I can recreate the crown that anointed Hugor. So there's 7 pieces, there's 7 items like the one we have, we just have one of them. But if we were to gather all 7, we can forge some item, some crown. But you need to possess all 7 of them. So, we have something. We have something if we wanted to work for it. We could try to, but I don't know where they all are. I'm sure I could try to find them. I do have this item search, this artifact finder that I could use. So maybe I'll take a look at that and see if I can try to find them. My dog's running away. We're going to chase after it. And we got it. 2 more months, and we're gonna have another kid. Alright, so I've taught everybody languages. By the way, I've betrothed some of my daughters. I didn't want it to get ahead of me. So I just made sure to get my daughters betrothed. That way I don't have to worry about it. It's one less thing to worry about. And we had another daughter. Of course we had another daughter. But she's amazing. My wife still has time. We still have time to have kids. Amara, Zoe, Roslyn, Raina, Regina. I don't know. I'm running out of things. Can't think of names. I'm just gonna say Rebecca. It's the only one I can think of right now. Sorry. Sorry, daughters. The further we keep going, the more and more daughters I have, the lazier I get with the names. Alright, now we're having dreams about this white lion, apparently. But we're getting something for 10 years. Prowess boost. Alright, so that's 8 children, and now my wife is sick. We just keep getting her pregnant so damn much, we're just straining her body, and she's just... She needs a rest. Alright, I just gained a bunch of stress, I don't care. As long as we don't have a permanent thing that's affecting us. Nope. We only just took a bunch of stress. It's not a big deal. Four more months and we can finally fight this war. The mother of the queen is a witch. We're getting a lot of secrets. I mean, we better. My physician got a little better. That's good news. Is my wife still sick? Nope, she's better. So we're going to get ourselves an entire duchy, and I can't forget to grant the Duke his vassal here. This count that we created, we have to remember to grant them to the Duke. I'll fight a battle first. All these secrets being exposed. So much drama going on right now. We'll get to work fabricating these claims against Dorne. I think this is the same daughter. Did we get another secret on another daughter? No, it's the same daughter. Now she just has 2 separate secrets. One, a lover and a deviant. A summer intimidated one of my vassals. Good boy. Oh my god, this county has like 5 castles in it. I have to take every single one of them. Oops, that's a different county. Didn't realize. We'll take it anyway. just a cakewalk. We're just strolling from one place to another. Just slaughtering armies that get in our way. We are just an unstoppable force. And this is just my men-at-arms. This isn't even my entire army. Alright, just one more. We'll start with cutting cornerstones. This makes buildings a little cheaper, and I am building a lot. And this war lasted so long that we had to listen to this song twice. Alright, there we go. Quite a bit to give away. Let's just see if there's any doubled up holdings. Nope, nothing's doubled up. We're good. I'll take care of prisoners first. Fine, leave. You're banished. You'd rather be banished than have a hook on him. I'll renounce your claims. Or wait, can we get money for you? No, we can't. Renounce your claims. Banished to Essos. That's a new decision. We'll banish him to Essos, which is broken. So we'll banish him to the broken realm. The realm that doesn't work. So we're just sending him to nowhere. Get out. Alright. Let's give all of this away. Let's create the duchy title first, so we don't forget to do that. Dunfort is the capital, so that's the thing we'll give to a dynasty member. Let's see what we've got going on here. We have a 16-year-old who just became an adult. He's hunchback, though, and he doesn't have any congenital traits. I have a bastard here. I would have to ask my liege lord to legitimize him if I wanted to. And that's what I'd probably do if I wanted to land him, but let's see if there's anybody else first. I have a nephew here. Not a bunch of congenitals. I want to land somebody with congenital traits. This bastard actually got some, whereas all these pure-blooded people don't really impress me. Do some of all skills. This hunchbacked nephew has the best skills, which doesn't make sense. He doesn't have... He's not a genius or anything. My keeper of the cells? He's kind of just taking up space in my court, but I would be losing a seneschal as well. And I'm not a big fan of the fact that he's chaste. He's only had a daughter. I want him to secure his line of succession, but I think this is the guy that I'm going to land. At least he's married and he's having kids. I don't have a hook on him, so I'm not going to be able to modify his contract, but that's okay. Oh, I didn't have to manually give him that county. I didn't have to give him the vassal. He just took it automatically. That's good. So I have to replace some people. I'm noticing that some treacherous peasant is in here. What are you doing in here? Get out. She almost got the job. She can be my keeper of the cells. My court bard. That's not a position that I'm in a rush to replace, really, so we'll just leave that empty. Let's pet our dog and relieve some stress. I would like to commission something, but I want to save up money. Like, if I can, I want to kind of prioritize building some stuff here. Alright, these events are getting out of control. My daughter just came of age, and now she's going to get married to the guy I betrothed her to, so we'll send that through. The woman that we just made our keeper of the cells, we already learned a secret. She's a non-believer. So many things happening. Okay, let's keep building. Quarries are pretty cheap. Let's see if anything else in Cashley Rock needs to... Cashley Rock is where it's going to be expensive, see. Fairkeep? No. There we go. I think I'm going to replace my Castellan. I need a Castellan with really good stewardship. I think I'm going to fire... I think I'm going to fire my current Castellan. He's got impressive skills, don't get me wrong, but this guy would be a better steward. So I think I'm going to make this guy, the guy who's my steward, I'll make him my Castellan, I'll put him on stewardship, and then I'll find a replacement steward. He's not going to be as good. My steward is only increasing the development, sure. Well, no, if I replace him, he's my friend, and I'd have to replace him. But he's going to be my Castellan. I just swap them. I mean, I could just do that, but his stewardship isn't that impressive. It's only 12. So I think this Lord Redmond guy is ultimately going to get fired. I'm going to replace him. And I can't befriend anybody because we haven't done that yet. We haven't gotten that perk, so... We're just not friends with our current steward. I think that was the better thing to do because I want the guy with the high stewardship helping me with my lifestyle. Plus 35% more experience. So that's just going to help me get down the tree faster. I value that more than increasing my development a little faster. Besides, he's okay. He's got 20 stewardship. Let's have our son study a language now. And when he's 9 years old, I guess he can squire for us. There's a situation with my sister. Lately, I can't help but notice a gaggle of giggling maidens. Usually austere warriors gathering in dark alcoves to listen enraptured to a book. So there's some dirty literature circulating. I could boost my fertility plus 30%. That'll help my wife get pregnant a little bit more, and we need to keep getting my wife pregnant. I'm gonna do that. My Septon's not gonna like it so much. He doesn't approve, but I want that fertility. Now that we're super horny, let's hope we get our wife pregnant again. Come on. Come on, my dear. Our income has been going up slowly. There's a slave revolt against our liege lord. Wow. That's a new mechanic. As you can see here, there's a new tab here in the realm menu. There's laws, and there are slavery laws. So our current laws are that slavery is forbidden, and so it's also forbidden in all of the Iron, like all of Westeros. It's forbidden. I don't know how it is beyond the wall, but at least within, you know, Westeros itself, slavery is forbidden. The Lord Paramount of the Reach needs a wife? And I have a Dynasty member that's not doing anything right now. She's 15. I feel bad. She'd be marrying a 61-year-old. How's he feeling? He's probably going to die soon anyway, so any alliance that I get for this, it wouldn't even result in an alliance, so never mind. Nope. I was thinking maybe I should get an alliance with the Reach, because I don't have any super powerful alliances anymore. And I figured we might need one to fight Dorne, but realistically we probably won't need any allies to fight Dorne. And if we if we ever need to, we can just use Renown, and we can call house members to war. So technically we don't even need an alliance, we just need some Renown, and we can call in a house member. This guy's considered legendary. Still not interested in sponsoring anything, guys. I'm not interested. There's our legacy. Some more prestige, another knight, and another accolade slot, so we're going to have to fill that. Let's fill that accolade. I have an inactive one. I have the accolade filled, but it's not considered a part of the active ones. So she is the Lord's voice, but now we can actually reinstate it. So now we have 4 accolades going. I have an empty knight slot. I have 13 out of 14. Is there anybody that I can force to be a knight? This woman? This random woman? She has 18 prowess? Sure, we'll force her to be a knight. Let's listen to grovelers. Second Amendment upheld at all times. Let's do this diplomacy challenge. It's 100% gonna pass, so... Some more cultural acceptance between the Fair Islanders and the Westermen. And a survey. This guy wants to do a survey. That survey should really improve our income once the event is done. Oops, my... Here we go, the White Lion. I'm done. I'm not going to keep wasting time on a wild lion chase. So we got about 10 minutes left. That's probably not going to be enough time to get all of the claims, and that is what I want to do. I don't want to fight two separate wars. If I have to fight Dorne, I just want to make it one big war, and we get everything that we want all at once, just so I don't have to fight two big wars. My Septon is a non-believer, which is funny. He's my friend. I won't blackmail him. He's already intimidated by me. So my other daughter came of age, and it's time for her to get married. I used her, and that sounds awful, but I used this daughter to bring in somebody with traits, so she's just going to be producing dynasty members for me in my court, so I brought this guy into my court. At least I think so. They're still betrothed. The marriage needs to go through. I didn't promise them a grand wedding or anything, so. Oh, he's only 14. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just telling me she came of age, so I thought the second she came of age they would get married, but no, he's a little bit younger than her, so 2 more years and they'll get married. Sorry, guys, but he is going to join my court. The survey's complete, plus 5% from our vassal tax contribution. Let's see how much more we get now. Plus 4 gold is what it turned out to be. It's not much, but it's something. Wifey. Come on, girl. We need to get pregnant again. I need another son. Stop having daughters. I've had too many daughters. This woman is tempting me to bang her. No. She is of House Tyrell. She's the... No, I'm not going to be tempted. No. So there we go. Our domain limit is up to 7 now. And of course, this guy who's 96 years old is still alive and he had a son. So that means that eventually I'm going to have to revoke the title of this person, whoever it turns out to be. But I'm not focused. I need my Realm Priest to do that, and my Realm Priest is doing this for me. So I'm focusing on this. We'll worry about this guy later. I'll get Fair Castle back at a later time. I want these claims first. Our daughter will train in swordsmanship? She's not getting a martial education, she's getting a stewardship education. Can I even switch it if I want? I wouldn't even be able to switch it if I want. I can't. She can increase her prowess, though. Alright, I need some kind of stress-relieving event, or we need to do something. Because I am close to having a break here. We already pet our dog, so we can't do that. I'm gonna send a poem to my wife. Reduce any stress that she's had. It doesn't reduce any of mine. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do a quick hunt. There's a boar sighting over here. I'm doing this for recreation. I made a friend. My lady in waiting. Some prestige. It's not great. I like this guy's neon pink. His neon pink outfit. I'm sure this is kind of a bug. I'm almost certain this is this is probably a bug, but he's rocking the pink. Ooh, we get to bang our wife. And we get to bang our wife again. She's not getting pregnant, though. Uh-oh, my dog is meeting another dog. Let's see what happens. Alright, it says, has happened. Lordship of Rufel gained a legendary sighting for 3 years. They're fighting. Our dogs are fighting. Lordship of Rufel. Game sighting. Lost legendary sighting. So, now there isn't a legendary sighting. The game needs to make up its mind. I'm so confused. I really don't understand. See, there's no legendary sighting, so something must be happening. Not really sure. Okay, we relieved all the stress. That was the whole point of that. We can ask our head of faith for gold, and he can actually afford it. He has enough gold this time. The High Septon, he's saved up enough gold to actually give it to us. So we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to bankrupt the High Septon. There we go. Thank you. He took a small opinion hit because we requested that money, but he still loves us. Let's put that money to good use. Let's build some expensive buildings. We'll start in Casterly Rock. We'll build that. That's a little too expensive. Dragonstone. Building stuff is quite expensive now, so... Design an aqueduct and get ourselves a stewardship perk. Pike gets a new aqueduct. Development growth in Pike. Think that's worth the money? Spend some prestige, or... No, I won't spend the money. We'll spend the prestige. Continued... Ah, man. Alright, we just hit an hour, but we'll give it a minute or two. Another one of my daughters just came of age, and I actually didn't betroth her to anybody, so that's something that I'm going to have to do. I'll have to decide what I'm going to do with her. My son is old enough to squire now. We can influence his personality again. Disappointing. His first lesson he fails. My friend died. My Castellan. I can negotiate an alliance with a count in the Crownlands. He's married to my niece. I guess I'll take it. Alright. 3 more. That's it. 1, 2... before I eat my words, let me double check. 1, 2, 3. So 3 more claims that we need, and then we're going to fight Dorne, and then we will take the Lord Paramountcy title next episode. I can't do it in this one. We are over an hour now, and I do want to wrap it up. Don't want it to go on too much longer. I know I spent a lot of time in the beginning kind of talking about the new stuff and talking about the mod. As you can see here, this was all formerly owned by the Thens, and now it's all broken up. This used to belong to the Thens. And now it's all a bunch of separate little, like, counties. Now, I guess for fun, if I ever really wanted to, I'm sure other people and other powers are going to start to do what I think they're going to start doing, is they're going to, you know, start taking pieces and all of that. But getting any of this doesn't help my current objective, which is to, you know, sit on the Iron Throne. So there's no purpose for me to really come over here, but I guess it would be fun to just take all of this land really quickly, because it would be pretty easy. And we're trying to ignore Essos, because that's not... we're not concerned with that. We're concerned with Westeros. And so far, we're making pretty good progress. But I think that's going to do it for this one, Lords and Ladies. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the new content too. Like, if you do have the mod, feel free. Like, if you just start a new game, all of this works. So you can just start a new game. But as far as our campaign is concerned, we're not worried about it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down at the bottom. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to. Leave your comments as well. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Episode 39 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.